Okay, since we are done with calculation, now we are going to draw this thing, and that's the big question: how we draw it. And this is an example. This is my last year's drawing, and if you wanna say it, you can go back to this thing. There have example from handbook. And actually you can just follow this handbook. All the parameters will be your, but you can copy this casing, but parameters should be yours. Okay, then let's get started. Let's make a go to new tab, and you can start new drawing from here in AutoCAD 2015. So this is a drawing window, and here you can see model, layout 1, layout 2. What does it mean? In model window you draw one by one. If your building is like 200 feet long, you draw 200 feet here, but this is paper space layout. So when you go to print it 100 feet long building, it's not gonna fit into A0 paper, right? So you have to scale it down. So in model space you just draw one by one. First let's check what is the unit, because normally it's here, it's unit, it's millimeter, but in our system we're going to do it in millimeter. So you see inch, we change it to millimeters. International, all are fine. Okay, now we're going to make two center lines. See, it's not becoming perpendicular, so turn this guy off, this guy on. So now it's perfectly perpendicular. Make one line about 800 millimeter. Let's zoom it out. Put this guy back somewhere else. Okay, from this center line we have our center distance from here. From our calculation you see our center distance is A, right? 165 millimeter. Now let's make another line. You see it's not getting any point, so turn this guy on. There are a lot of things, turn everything on, and click this guy to turn it on. Now you see it's detecting. Make 165, press enter. Then make another line from this endpoint. Now select it, make it bigger. Okay, now we have center lines, and we can make another center line somewhere else here so that it fits. What we did here, actually made this center line, this center line, these three guys, and these guys here. So these two center lines are these two center lines, and these two center lines are like from top to bottom. Let's change. If you select from top to bottom, you see if anything is inside the box will be selected, like only this was fully inside the box, but these are not. But if you go from bottom to top, whatever it's touching, it's gonna select that. To select, just click once, then release your mouse and keep moving your mouse and click again. So we are going to select from bottom to select everything, and then I change the color from here to make it red. And these are actually solid lines, not center lines, so we change the line type here. Click others, because there is no center line there. Click load, and there should be center here. You see center. Okay, select them, put them into this center line. not. Make it another line and change it back to center. Now you see it's center line. Okay, now first thing we're gonna do is make a circle here from this center. And what is the diameter? We check back our calculation. D1 66. So we come back here, make this guy 66 divided by 2, so it would be radius 33. You see 33. And we make another circle from this center and all the way down to here. And these two also should be, change the color to make it easier to visualize. It should be center line. This is center line. Okay, now we're good to go. Then what do? We make reference lines from here, here, from here, here, from here, here. And these all also should be center line. Make them red. Center line. Okay. Then what do? We make shaft. What is shaft here? This guy, this middle guy is shaft. So you see from here to here. So these are, we start with the middle box. You see this small box here, and then we go in the other side. Then we make this box. Then we make this box. Okay, let's start here. For example, our shaft diameter is somewhere around 70, for example. This is now it's 70, and we're going to put this guy into middle. Okay, and push it back here, and let's assume from this is 75. In our case it was for example 70. For example, then assume from here to here. Here's how much it is. Let's check. From here to here it's 29. Let's make it 30. So from here it will click this one and push it, make it 30. Okay, now it is 30 millimeter away from this line. Select it, come back to home and select this mirror. Okay, now we are going to mirror this line about this point. Push it a little bit. You see this yellow line it's making? Actually this is being mirrored about this yellow line to the other side. Push either ways. Click, enter. Okay, now we have got this one. Let's close it up. Let's close it up. Now what we have got this middle portion of the shaft. Okay, now we draw the other parts. Come back here. From here to here we leave maybe 2 millimeter space. Then we keep drawing. Maybe from here, or we can mirror this guy about this guy, and then we can match it up. Then we can do the same thing, another portion of close it up. Okay, so how many portion I've got until now? 1 2 3. How many you have here? 1 2 3 4. Okay, so last part is remaining. Let's make another one. It should be somewhere else here. Okay, mirror it, select, click mirror, mirror about this point, click here, push it up. Okay, then close it up. Nice. Then actually there will be another portion of shaft here. To this, like, take your mouse here and take the reference line. You see that green line is taking as reference, so it should be somewhere else. Here maybe. These all are according to calculation, your shaft analysis. I'm just showing you how to make it. Then you go for mirror about this part, then you close it up. Then you see we are done until here, right? This part. Oh, sorry, I forgot this part here. Just saying we have something like from here to here. You can just mirror this one about this part. Okay, now here will be our bearing. Now let's make a line here approximately, and we are gonna make one line from here, 45-degree. Turn here, turn this 45 on, so now it will detect 45. You can see 45. Okay, and let's mirror it about this point. Let's delete this one and we can make a new line. Okay, now we've got this portion of shaft. Let's mirror it about this point. Sorry, you should turn ortho on to mirror it properly. Okay, now you see one shaft is done. For example, let's for the other shaft calculation is different, but I'm just showing you example, so I'm copying. But in your case, try to make the shaft properly. Okay, then we can rotate it about this point. We can scale it down. Okay, this is rotation. Now we need to make this small, so select everything inside the box. This guy is called scale. For example, now we're going to scale about this point. You see, if you push it up, it's going up. But let's take a reference. So what does it mean? We will say, after clicking reference, from here to here, distance will be like 45 maybe. You know, it was smaller. Let's move this guy from click again. This is move. You select and click move, and you select a point. For example, this is midpoint. We're going to match with this line, so it's moved now. Now after that, we are going to draw bearings here. For example, we get the bearing calculation from here, bearing design. You use these parameters actually, D and B, and you check out the handbook and then you see how to draw it. But this is how we normally draw it, from here to here. So from here all the way down to the other side is D, big D, and this distance is B. So let's mirror it about this line. sorry, click mirror, make sure ortho is on, click this line and mirror it about. Okay, we can mirror this guy about this middle point as well. Nice. Okay, then there will be some bearing here. I'm making it roughly to save time. Then we go for maybe you have balls here for your bearing. Make the balls. I'm making it approximate, but how you actually should do is take this guy, and then you get the midpoint, then you draw the circle about this midpoint. Okay, nice. Then we draw the gears here. How we draw it, we take B from this calculation. So result B is B1 80. So B1 should be 80 here. Let's make 80. Okay. Shit, this is too big. Anyway, I should make it 80. Let's make it 45 in order to match it. Then push it down here. This is B2. Then actually this is your module line, and this line should be 3 millimeter. Oh, sorry, here your module is 2, right? So it should be 2 millimeter from this, from the left side. Okay. Select, move from here 2 millimeter. Okay, it should be mirrored about this point. Sorry. Click, mirror about this point, enter. Okay, nice. Then we finish this gear. Sorry. Actually, this shit is a little bit complicated. Okay, so and we need to make these corners chamfer or fillet. Click this guy, fillet. Click radius, how much your radius should be. Let's take 3 for example. Click this guy. Sorry, 3 is too much. Click 1.5. And you can click this guy here, this guy here. Nice. And then you can mirror this line about the center. So this is your small gear. If I see from the drawing, So we have finished drawing this gear, these two shafts, and this gear is here. If you cannot differentiate, let's make a different color. Make it green. Okay, then we're going to make another gear. So for example, this is B2. For example, B2 is this much. Make it in the middle. Then I go from here all the way down to here. Down to here. Okay, now you see these two gears are matching, and this is the matching line. Let's make it fillet. Fillet. Nice. Let's make it yellow. And actually this gear, this side of gear, upper part of this gear is under this gear, so it should be hidden line. Is there any hidden line? No, there's no hidden line. Let's go to load. I should dash. Dash. Okay. Okay. Dash line. So this is hidden because it's on under this gear. So this gear ends here, this small gear ends here, and big gear, it has a like bottom of teeth, right? So this is the bottom of teeth of this side gear, this big gear. So this is clearance, bottom clearance, and this is like module by 4. So if this is 2 millimeter, this should be 0.25 millimeter. Sorry, 0.50 millimeter. So we do the same. We just mirror this one about this guy, match it up. Okay, I have the ideas now. Let's mirror all these guys to the other side. Mirror from here, mirror, and this is not hidden line in this side. Make them continuous. Where is continuous line? This is continuous. Okay, now you're good to go. Now you have the whole setup. Now you go ahead and draw the other parts. You take the measurements and keep drawing. You make this guy, 4 guys. You make this guy, then you mirror this. First you can draw this guy, then you mirror about this part, this center, so it will come here. You can make this guy, then mirrors about the center, come here. And here first you draw this boss, then you keep drawing the other parts. It will be too complicated to finish up the whole drawing, but I think I've got the idea how we can finish it up now. And thank you. If you have any more question, you can email me or you can ask me on Facebook.